Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wildcats' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wake Forest offense will take the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hernandez. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. You need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can't. You a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Hunt is on its way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. looking for room. It's Claiborne. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are... Very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that... The offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Part of the backfield, it's Claiborne. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Vick. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mays. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in, it's Vick. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He'll set up to throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Turning on the Jets. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Caught over the middle. It's Hernandez. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. A low line drive and short kick. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to... And on this one. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of the...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Mays. Stumbled to the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Demon Deacons are flying down the field, finding open areas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defense. Everywhere, it's a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Got it behind the line. It's Mays. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his foot.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Going right to work up top. Grab behind the line. It's Claiborne.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And the ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Rush is on him. Makes the grab. It's Hernandez. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
The Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Find some fresh air. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the draw. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself on the draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Kentucky going quickly. They'll try to run for it. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Under fire. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
He's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return will be knocked down. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Quickly out to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there in a bit. From the backer in pass coverage. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Touchdown, Kentucky! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting Uga the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over Marshall. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This drive will open from the 15. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
He'll start this drive firing. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Got the quick pass. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they've got him at the 29.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good.
Oh, a lot of space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Runs for the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Wake. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Finds his tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder.
He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going up top here late in the game. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Fights off a defender. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The most important thing running the ball there on 4th down is you get the first, the game clock stops for a second. You still have one timeout in your back pocket that you've got to be able to use here, trailing late to win this game.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snags it inside the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to and try to get it in again. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the... He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are 1 play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Bitterly disappointed.